guys. My name's Johnny Walker. Just a big thanks to Corkbic, to Pete, Fanula, to Michael and all the crew down there who put on this phenomenal event every year, and for using their initiative to keep us all together this year, despite this terrible challenge we're all under at the moment. Fanula's reached out and just asked if I'd be happy just to share some of the lessons that I've had, if I could wind the clock back and have that sort of wisdom going forward, what impact that may have had. And so what I've done is I've just really jotted down a little piece, and I've put it under the heading of The Bewildering Curse of the Entrepreneur, My 12 Commandments. And they go like this. Number one, it's hard, which leads into number two, which is it just gets harder. Number three is if you really, truly, deeply believe, then you've got to back yourself absolutely to the hilt. And I have a little saying on this that you've got to put your on the brick and then you've got to leave it there. And I know that doesn't leave everybody feeling truly comfortable, but you've got to do that. Number four is just don't expect others to tell you that you're wrong, because they won't. They'll just stop talking to you. And when they do, don't be offended. Don't be offended. It's not their fault. It's yours. Number five is, and this is absolutely precious, and probably the single biggest thing that I would do differently, and that is truly seek out a wise mentor. They're absolutely priceless. I can't vouch for the fact that they are, because I didn't have one when I started, but I just know that we would have done so many things differently if I'd had a mentor. So many times I went off the cliff without even knowing there was an edge to the cliff, or that there was even a cliff. And I had absolutely no idea how big the fall would be when we went off that cliff. So if you can have a mentor there to point out the potholes and the ditches and obviously the big cliffs, then it'll be absolutely priceless, as I said. Number six is when it's really, really dark, you've got to have it within you to step up and step forward. And that's never easy. It's just never easy. Because when you're in bed at night, your head's on the pillow and you're thinking, my God, how are we going to make payroll tomorrow? It's really just you. And you've got to have that inner courage, that inner something, craziness, resilience, whatever you want to call it. But you've got to be able to step up and then step forward. And it's so hard. Number seven is, look, keep the fire in your belly, because it's what got you to where you are. Back yourself deeply, because when that fire goes out, when everything else is dying around you and people are deserting and what have you, and competitors are coming in, it's the fire in your belly that will keep you going. And particularly if you're really changing the way we do things. I'm in digital health, and I've been evangelizing digital health now for 10 years. And who would have thought that it took a global pandemic as vicious as we've seen to actually shine a spotlight on something which was so compelling and has been for the last 10, 15 years. And then when the virus comes, we're caught with our pants down, and the adoption is so much harder. So keep that fire in your belly and don't doubt yourself. Number eight is I would buddy up very early. I think the burden is far too much to carry on your own shoulders alone. And then when you stumble, and we will always stumble and will continue to stumble, when you look around, all potential buddies at that stage, they've already run a mile. So buddy up early, and then you can share all of the highs, which are fantastic and very lonely if you have to share them on your own, but most importantly, the lows, so that you can carry each other through that. Number nine is be bold. By all means, absolutely be bold, but be disciplined. And I want you to have real solid shape, form, and structure about the way you go about things. But be fantastically flexible, okay? Have that agility, that nimbleness to spot the opportunity. Another term I'm going to use, and please, I don't want to offend anyone, but don't be a tramp for a deal. Don't just see something, see an opportunity, think, my God, it's near revenue, and then chase it. because that'll take you away from your core. Try and stick to your core, and you have to play the long game. Keep your cards there and just play the long game. Don't be jumping in and out of every offer, because you'll be torn by clients who don't understand your business, and they'll be getting you to build solutions that actually aren't your core and are away from your strategic direction. Don't be stubbornly blind. If you've got the business, feel for the pulse, throw everything you can afford to at it, and not anymore. But if it's not viable, make the decision to kill it. And this is where we as entrepreneurs are absolutely hopeless. When's the kill line? Where is it? Be absolutely brutal in making the decision that it has to be killed, and then execute with empathy. Okay? And number 11 is, I don't look upon failure as a badge of honor. Failure absolutely isn't a badge of honor, but the scars, they might weather you wisely and perhaps kindly for the next journey ahead. Number 12 is never stop loving your wife and kids. And they're the ones who've let us do what we do. And no business success trumps their love in any way. And just remember that a perfect storm, it's still a storm. And be very, very careful. Okay? God bless everyone. Take from that what you wish. But I wish you all the very, very best on any pursuit you're taking, because, we need people like you. Take care.